Come out of the stall and get out! Now!
I'm peeing!
Come out of the fucking vehicle! Get out here now! Get out!
On December 4th, 2021, several drivers on US Highway 54 south of Carrizozo said a blue car was driving erratically and going too fast. In this video, we'll see what will happen to the driver of that car.
10-4, have a 1028. Unknown state, show me out on traffic with that vehicle, US 54, mile post 89, it's going to be a Polo vehicle.
As the officer received a large number of complaints, which prompted him to decide to tailgate the vehicle and drive behind it. He tries to pull over the car, but the driver got away. The officer has now arrived at the Speedway store to follow that blue car in order to take custody of the offending driver.
Come out of the stall and get out! Now!
I'm peeing!
Come out of the fucking vehicle! Get out here now! Get out! Get your fucking hands up!
When the officer finally cornered her in the restroom for women, he didn't even hesitate to arrest her, despite the fact that he was pointing a gun at her and the fact that she was a woman. The officer also discovers that the woman is intoxicated. This case has taken an unexpected turn, which has led to the police seizing her and taking her into custody at this time.
Let me go! Ow! Let me go! No!
Stand right here.
I didn't do
Stand right here and separate your feet.
anything.
Separate your feet.
Anything.
Separate your feet!
I didn't do anything! No! Let me go! I didn't do anything!
I told you. You took off from my traffic stop.
No, I didn't!
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Don't play games with me.
You.
Yeah, whatever.
Not. No,
Whatever.
I
Hey.
did not. Let me go.
What's your name?
Let me go.
What's your name?
Go. Let me.
She was intoxicated and appeared to be afraid. Despite this, she resisted the situation and yelled loudly, "Let me go! Let me go!" She refused to tell the officer her name and continued to scream as if whatever was going on was not her fault. The officer asked her what her name was.
Jamie.
Jamie what?
Granger.
Told you, you're not. The only place you're going is to jail.
I didn't do anything.
Okay.
I did not do anything.
Okay.
Please let me go. I just want to call my boyfriend, please.
You're not calling anybody. The only place that you're going to go is to the jail. You're going to go to jail for.
I did not go to jail.
You're going to go to jail for resisting arrest, eluding.
I didn't
All
do
right.
anything.
Yes, you did. I stopped you 8 miles down the road.
As the tension escalated, the woman grasped the gravity of the situation and realized she needed to cooperate. Reluctantly, she disclosed her name to the officer, uttering, "Jamie Granger." However, her defiance didn't waver as she adamantly refused to spell it out for the officer. Frustrated by her uncooperative attitude, the officer warned her about the consequences and threatened to add another charge against her. Undeterred by the officer's warning, the woman remained resolute and ignored his plea. Determined to gather essential information about her, the officer made his way into a nearby store, hoping to find details that would aid in his investigation.
That way we have another set of hands.
Boyfriend. No. Where's my...
He's here.
Just as the officer closed the door behind her, Jamie dramatically collapsed, sliding down the door and onto the ground. A piercing scream erupted from her lips, echoing through the surrounding area. The sudden outburst startled onlookers, drawing their attention to the scene unfolding before them. The officers exchanged bemused glances, momentarily taken aback by Jamie's theatrics. However, their training and experience allowed them to maintain composure, recognizing it as a desperate attempt to garner sympathy or perhaps create a diversion. With professionalism intact, they calmly proceeded to handle the situation, ensuring the safety and security of both Jamie and the public.
No, now. I want it now. I want my phone call now.
When you get back from the hospital.
No, I want it now. I want it now.
I don't know if you realize this, but this isn't Burger King, all right?
I want my phone call. You know attorney. I'm gonna fucking sue all of you for violation of my constitutional rights. I get a phone call.
We know you do.
Then let me call my fucking
I
boyfriend.
have to take you to the hospital
No.
first, so Jamie.
Standing behind the defiant Jamie, the officer couldn't help but be exasperated by her continuous screaming. Frustrated by her lack of cooperation, he sternly reminded her that they were not at a Burger King and demanded she behaves herself. However, Jamie remained undeterred, disregarding the officer's words. Her voice reverberated through the air as she persistently shouted, "I want a phone call. You guys didn't let me call my boyfriend. I'm gonna sue all of you." The officer maintained his composure, aware that arguments and negotiations in this heated moment would prove futile. Resolute and upholding the law, he made a mental note to address her concerns in due course. With the situation under control, the officer proceeded to complete the necessary procedures, ensuring that Jamie's rights would be respected while preserving the safety and order of the surroundings.
I'll do whatever you want. Let me go. Let me go. You get off me.
Don't
Ah!
kick me.
Get off of me! Get off of me!
Knock it off, Jamie. Talk to the paramedics and answer their questions. That's all they
He
want.
keeps assaulting me!
You just kicked me again.
Because you keep assaulting me! Get off of me! Get off of me!
Jamie, answer the questions so we can
Get off of me! Just get off! Make you get off of me! No, make you get off of me!
As the officers made the decision to remove Jamie from the scene, she resorted to a desperate attempt to manipulate them. With a full sense of power, she brazenly offered, "I can give you whatever you want." Unswayed by her bribery attempt, the officers stood firm in their duty to uphold justice. However, Jamie's frustration boiled over, and in a sudden burst of aggression, she launched a swift kick toward one of the officers' knees. The officer, momentarily caught off guard, winced in pain as the impact struck him. Reacting swiftly, his training kicked in as he restrained Jamie, ensuring she could no longer pose a threat. Despite her physical outburst, the officers maintained their professionalism, firmly asserting their authority and proceeding with the necessary actions to bring the situation under control.
This help you, okay? We'll have time to cover while we transport. Or do you...
Can I cuff her to the gurney?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can do that. Can you lay down here on the back?
Ma'am, you have to...
I can't until you uncuff me.
Well, you have to turn your feet that way so I can handcuff you.
After everything that had happened, she was transferred to the paramedics. However, she also made them frustrated and kept yelling. Her behavior was very disturbing and disrespectful.
All right.
Back her up off of me.
I didn't touch the seatbelt.
No, back her up. Okay. I have to clean all this out.
Okay.
I can't help it if you didn't buckle the seatbelt, right? I didn't touch it.
Thanks for trying, guys. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Due to Jamie's unruly behavior, the situation took an unexpected turn. As the paramedics assessed the situation, they made a difficult decision. Exasperated by her rude and erratic behavior, they ultimately refused to transport her inside the ambulance. Considering the safety and well-being of their team and other patients, the paramedics could not allow Jamie's disruptive behavior to jeopardize their ability to provide care effectively. This decision aimed to maintain a safe and conducive environment for all involved. While disheartened, the paramedics swiftly communicated their decision to the appropriate authorities, ensuring that alternative arrangements would be made for Jamie's transportation. Officers finally took her back to jail and put her in the transfer cell for further judgment. According to court documents, Jamie Granger pleaded guilty to aggravated DWI and 2 counts of battery on a police officer.